I'm Mike.
And I'm Sean.
I'm Susie.
And I'm Jeff.
And we are Games Played Badly. Welcome to our recap show for issues 1 through 3 for Warhammer Imperium, for our show called Imperium for Initiates. So how did you guys, we've all played 1 through 3 now. How do you guys think it's going?
I think it's good. I really do. I think with the basic rules, the way the magazine has it set out, with the, of the simplest way and simplest form that you could do it, I like it. You've got your move, your shoot. Now they've added charge.
Susie, as a new Warhammer player, basically all of us are except for Jeff. What do you think?
I like my pink shoulder pads. No, I like it. It's fun. I have to keep track of everything, but I think once I start playing it more often, I'll be able to keep track of like what's what, like what moves are what.
Yeah,
I need a notepad. That's what I keep saying.
You did say that in the first episode. You're like, I'm gonna need a notepad.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what's nice is in the magazines they have kind of the stat blocks and everything, so those are helpful. Obviously, in the codex themselves, when you get those, they'll have all the information in there as well. So there's a lot that you can get. For
yeah,
Warhammer.
that's what Jeff said too. That like it'll be different if I'm actually looking at the.
Yeah, I pulled out the actual stat block, and I mean what we're getting in the magazine is about half of what the stat block is. In the codex, you're going to have like the full thing. And, I broke out the codexes for both the Space Marines and Necron, and she was able to see it. It does make a lot more sense, just because you have everything laid out in front of you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, these are digestible chunks of information for us, which is, I know it's helped me because I get confused. I'm a little dyslexic, so it's helped me understand how to play. And now at this point in time, we've already probably filmed episodes 4, 5, and 6, if not 7, and those are all being edited and put together. So I can tell you from what I've learned in those future episodes, there's a lot more to Warhammer than just move and shoot.
Oh yeah, wait till you get to the the cover and how to use it, how to shoot through it, how to look through it, Overwatch, reserves. There's a ton of stuff, but I like the way this is doing it, and I have a feeling all that stuff will obviously come down the road through the different magazines that we get, which will make it easier, like you said, to digest it.
Yeah, I know that the Marines have not been so successful at winning lately.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean,
wait till we add Sean and Susie's Overlord, and then 10 Necron warriors and 3 Scarab swarms to go along with it.
Oh, you're making me feel so excited to play.
I mean,
I'm excited about the Scarabs.
Yeah, you're just succumbing to a superior force. That's all.
So, speaking of the Necrons, now, Sean, you've actually been assembling and painting yours. How have you felt about that?
Man, those are like fiddly bits, and like I need tweezers for fingers instead of just actual fingers, because it's really hard sometimes to get stuff together. Also, it probably helps that I read the directions, because there was this one part where I'm trying to, for the Necron Warriors, I'm trying to stick on the gun, and I didn't realize that I could stick another part in the gun itself that looked odd, but like it would hold it in place while I'm snapping together the chest to hold everything together. It just, look, it helps to read the directions, but whatever. I mean, I eventually did it, and glue helps.
Yeah.
Glue helps a lot when I don't feel like getting it just right.
Yeah, that was one of the deficiencies. Obviously, in issue 4 through 7, we actually got the clippers and some glue and mold line remover and things like that. I think that those would be really helpful if they were with the first 3 issues, or like your 3rd issue or something like that, because you can't put these things together without clippers.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
Doesn't make a lot. I mean, you made a good point that why would you give a free
gift out immediately, not knowing someone's going to sign up? I get it.
Yeah, there's that. What's the thing about the cow and the milk?
Why keep the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Why buy the cow when you can get the milk?
Oh yeah, why buy the cow?
There you go.
You're just talking about marriage too?
No, I would never do that. So how have you enjoyed painting?
Painting's fine when I'm again not paying attention. So most of the time I'm just and and it looks fine to me because I'm not looking at it too closely. I do notice that if I glob it on too thick, then some of the detail goes away, but then I just, smudge it off with my finger and it looks fine. And Necrons are supposed to look, millions of years old. It's, sitting underground, decrepifying. So what does it matter if they're not perfect?
Yeah, there's a whole video of you painting where you're philosophizing.
I was philosophizing, drunkenly, perhaps. I don't know if that will ever see the light of day, but
we'll see.
You never know.
Now, Jeff, you're an experienced miniature painter and assembler of all things Warhammer. So this is pretty easy for you. That's pretty obvious in the videos that you've shot.
I would say, yeah, maybe a little bit. The longest part is always cleaning up the model itself. And then after you clean the model, it's, just putting it together. I will agree, though, with you. It was enjoyable watching you guys put these things together and then come to the realization a couple steps later that, oh, man, I should be looking at the instructions on those.
Yeah, I did clip one of the push fits. I did clip a peg that I needed for an arm. So that was my lesson learned very early on with my Primaris Lieutenant. So I have not made that same mistake twice.
Nothing wrong with that. No. I still refer to the instructions even when I'm putting together these, and when I put together all the other Space Marines and Imperial Guard and everything else that I put together, I'm always referencing the the instructions. So now I will say with those destroyers, I mean, you saw what I did, and I did that twice. I did that on Susie's models, and I did that on my models from the Indomitus box. I put that one back piece on backwards, and I was like, man, this isn't fitting together at all. And then I'm like, it clicked with me. Oh, I did this already once. And of course, at that time, the glue had dried. So now it's time to cut and drill holes and pin and put everything back. But at least now he's got like that really cool, like lean to the right type thing. So.
Yeah, I was actually more impressed with the skill set that you showed to be able to clip all that stuff out and then mini drill and then use a paper clip to kind of put everything together. Yeah, I think I would have been royally screwed. I just would have had a guy with an S spine.
I've been doing this a while, so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think my solution would be to just smash with a hammer and then order a new one.
There was a moment where I thought Sean was going to throw some of these Necrons across the room.
I was ready. I was like, why is this not coming together? Like, and then I just wanted to squeeze it because really they're this big. So I just wanted to squeeze and like just have it explode in my hand. Like I just did not care for a moment that, whether this thing came together or not. So
did you figure out why it wasn't coming together, or was it just being difficult?
He read the instructions.
I read the instructions ish. And then there was sheer luck because I was holding everything together just right. And this is before I learned about the whole, holding one thing to
there was a peg hidden that was going to hold everything.
Yeah, before I discovered that, like I managed to just hold everything just right. Like I was using all my fingers to like, hold all the parts. And then I just went really quickly and it came all together. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna touch it again. Go away.
Yeah, that worked so far, but we were playing at the table and one of the legs of your Necron fell off. So
oh yeah, the leg fell off, and then I think one of the arms of the warriors he dislocated his shoulder, and I was like, oh well, there's another one to fix.
Well, I mean,
I assume that's
been underground for a million years, so.
I have one of those destroyers where one of the arms I even told, it's in one of the gameplays. I was like, you're gonna have to be careful with this, Sue, because it's fiddly, it's gonna break, and I'm gonna have to drill holes in it and pin it. And I don't know what happened or what I did to it, but
my ninja chop thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming off, and I'm gonna have to pin it. So
yeah, my Ginzu is wobbly.
So I guess it's like having a really old card that you should have gotten rid of, but no, you keep pouring money and time into it. That's great.
So yeah, Susie, since you haven't really played before, you're not a big miniature game fan in general.
I don't mind miniatures. I just don't want to paint them. Yeah, I guess I'm not a wargaming fan. I guess you could say. I shouldn't say I'm not a fan. I just haven't played many, and they don't look super exciting to me, because I get people want to paint the minis and all that stuff, and that's cool, but like I said, I failed paint and scissors. That's not my thing. I can't paint something that small. It'll just look like a blob. It's new for me. I've kind of avoided those types of games with minis and things like that because I didn't want to paint anything because it's just not my thing. I'm not good at it. But Jeff said he'd paint for me, so I'm like, all right, I'll play this because I love to play games. I absolutely love to play games. It's gonna be interesting though. This is a pretty intense game, but yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wish Mike would paint for me.
Well, Jeff made me promise. I shouldn't say. So I guess, yeah, I promised him that I would try one. So eventually I might try to paint one, or at least part of one. I'm not promising you the whole thing.
I'm gonna, when we get the Necrons in issue 9 and 10, which should be coming in the next week or two, I'm gonna put them together, and I'll probably have her put like one together, and then I'll prime them, and then we'll sit down together, and I'll show her how to quickly paint it so it doesn't frustrate her or make her mad.
Or
so
we don't get divorced over it.
Yeah, so at least she's like, hey, I painted one, so.
Or I don't make you mad because I'm not taking it seriously.
I know. Susie, just do the worst job you can do, and that way it'll ensure that you'll never have to paint again.
He'll never ask me to do it again. Well, you know how it is. Like, I know that too. Like, when he's really good at it. And so, and I know not much other than what I've watched him do. So I'm going to do this, and he is either going to laugh his ass off at me and I'm going to get frustrated, or he's going to get mad because I'm not taking it seriously. So we'll see how this goes.
Actually, I would say none of either one of those.
All right.
So
yeah,
you're giving it a shot, and that's the only thing I could say is you're trying something new and different. And that's what I'm real appreciative of all three of you guys. Excuse me, because you guys are trying something new. I mean, we've played miniature games before, The Witcher, Zombicide, that kind of stuff, but not tabletop role playing. And, I think this is kind of cool that you guys are willing to go, okay, Jeff, we'll give it a shot. You've been doing this forever. We'll try it. And the fact that you all jumped on board, I don't know, it makes me happy, which has gotten me more excited to do this. I mean, Mike, you know how clean I am with this desk down here. Yeah. My desk is a mess from doing this.
Oh yeah. I know. I haven't had a chance to really paint all that much because we've been doing all the video editing and things like that. You have a airbrushing video. By the time this will be released, it should already be out. And I'm going to try those steps with my airbrush. I've had an airbrush for 2 years, and I used it like 3 times, and it kept on clogging. And I wanted to chuck it out the back door. So I want to give it one more shot. So I've had a good time playing. I know that both of you have a good time playing. I enjoy that Sean are able to do something together and enjoy a hobby that we do regularly. We played board games all the time, but being able to have a hobby that we're both invested in has been pretty awesome. I know that you guys have both really enjoyed that too, right?
Yeah, I really have enjoyed playing with her. It's been fun. Right. Sometimes frustrating when I'm trying to be serious and get some instructions out, and she keeps screwing around. But it does make it fun. That's the part
that's fun for me, though. I always screw around.
And I kept saying, hey, go with it. I'm not going to stop you. I just pause, and then I know.
Some of my favorite moments from the first 3 are you telling Susie not to move her miniature and then watch her move it a little bit just to piss you off. Or the naming of there was Big Mama, there was Mo, Larry, and Curly. I like the fact that, you're like, well, Mo's getting shot in the chest, that type of stuff. So that's always fun.
Yeah, there's a store on Etsy. I think I'm actually going to order the nameplates to go around the bases of her miniatures for her so that she'll always have the names on them, because this is her first army. She said she likes it, so I was like, I'm going for it.
That sounds awesome.
Well, and she could keep them straight because everyone was switching.
I couldn't remember who was who. That was too much. I have paid attention since.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Sue actually paint a miniature. That'd be a lot of fun, and maybe assemble one.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
So we'll
definitely film that, and we'll get her frustrations on camera and how much fun she has screwing around with a paintbrush.
Yeah. And then we're actually going to be getting together here in person at the end of May at Des Moines Con. Yay. And I think we're going to bring all of our armies with us and play there. So we'll have a video for that. That should be a lot of fun.
I'm also thinking just with what we have together and all that, and the rules that we know currently. We make a battle report of just the rules and whatnot that we have. So we'll make it the first Imperium battle report, issues 1 through wherever we're at that time, and go for it.
I like it. Yeah, you guys have been awesome. I just want to do a quick little recap and see where everybody was at. We're moving into issues 4 through 7 and beyond. And those videos are going to be coming out soon. So we're trying to produce stuff weekly. By all means, everyone who's watching, we really appreciate it. Keep watching, subscribe, comments down below. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to see. And from all of us, I'd like to say thank you very much.
Thank you. Definitely subscribe.
Definitely subscribe.
Thank you.
And watch the content. I know it's so much fun. There are all these little nooks and crannies that you're missing if you don't watch the whole thing. And Sean does some amazing graphics. There's currently a storyline between all the miniatures. So
I'm noticing that. I just didn't want to say anything.
Well, and one day I hope to maybe have them just enact a play. When there's nothing going on the screen. That would be fun.
Some theater.
The theater. So thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. And keep on painting and doing your stuff. And I will see you in Iowa.
Well, thank you all. Sailor Jeff is out.
I'm out. Bye, guys. Thank you.